Last year, I had them lay down mulch and it was about a foot thick. But over the winter, through the summer, I never watered it, but what rain came did what it was supposed to do. And it turned this mulch into dirt. Look at that. Don't know if you can see it, but that's nice, dark, rich dirt. And I never plant my plants, my watermelons, etc., in the mulch itself. I always take them a pitchfork and I make a row down to the dirt, and then I plant my seeds in the dirt. Well, it did so well over this past summer that it's getting really low. What I mean is, it's not a foot thick anymore, and so I had them dump some more mulch. Now I need to spread that out, and they're gonna dump another load, I don't know, probably today or maybe tomorrow. But let me show you what kind of mulch you want. It's called wood chip mulch. I get it free. They have tree services in the area, and they have to have a place to dump all of the mulch that they get, and they run out of places, so they offer it free. But this has leaves, limbs, not just the trunk, not just the wood chips from the trunk, but every part of the tree. And they grind it up, bring it out here, and they give it to me. And that's what you want. You want this kind of mulch. And then the rains and the sun and everything will go to work on this, and it'll start making some really good stuff. I planted sweet potatoes here. Dug a few rows, made a few rows with my pitchfork, planted sweet potatoes here, and had a nice sweet potato crop. Had a tremendous watermelon crop over on the other side of these little trees, and had tons and tons of watermelons coming out. And right here, you can't tell it, but I had squash. Had lots of squash that came out. And over here, and you can't see it because it's all gone, but right along here is where I had all my cantaloupes, a good crop of cantaloupes. And so for wood chip mulch, that's what I do, is I try to just keep it up so it's certain thickness. And I do that because if it starts to turn into dirt, the whole thing, really good soil, then pretty soon the weeds come up in it. And so you can see I don't have a weed problem here because I keep the mulch certain thickness, and what's on top, it dries out, and it's hard for plants to get a good start here, that is, weeds to get a good start. Okay, so now you know something about the mulch. And here in the South, and perhaps other places, you get free mulch, and that's what you want to do. This is my Fuyu persimmon tree. I was told by one of my friends I needed to water it every other day. I've never watered this, not the whole summer. It's loaded to the point where I'm concerned it might break some of the branches. But again, that's why mulch, this wood chip mulch that I'm using, is so important. Now I drag the mulch away from the trunk itself. I don't want to cover up the trunk. But I do want the roots, all the root system, to have moisture. If I dig into here, it's going to be brown dirt. It's going to be full of worms. It's going to have water in it, moisture in it. And that's the way I want it. This is another Japanese persimmon tree, a hachia. I call it an ichi. It's a different kind of persimmon. These are really big, and you've got to wait till these are completely ripe, almost like they'd squeeze between your fingers, and that's when they're sweet and delicious. And this whole tree, I haven't watered it all summer long. It's got all kinds of fruit on it, and these are big fruit. These are big fruit, and they're delicious. That's, again, the mulch helps to keep things moist. Okay. So I just finished spreading out 2 truckloads of mulch today. A lot of work, but boy, is it worth it. And it saves so much time and effort and energy on down the road. Glad this part's done.